So, Section 1 states that the state shall promote industrialization and full employment based on a sound agricultural development and agrarian reform through industries that make full and efficient use of human and natural resources and which are competitive in both domestic and foreign markets. However, the state shall protect Filipino enterprises against unfair foreign competition and trade practices. So our this in this section 1, it emphasized the promotion of industrialization and full employment. So here our scope is when we talk about industrialization and full employment, it is here and abroad. But the limitations in here is the unfair foreign competition and trade practices. That includes this are the protection for Filipino, the protection not against foreign competition per se, the permanent protection not contemplated, and this when protection justified. So here the tariffs and quotas and other barriers to trade, for example, the quarantine regulations for agricultural products and standard regulation on industrial products, may be featured for trade policy or other nationals or multinational corporations doing business in the Philippines may resort to unfair trade practices. So, in this case, government must take measures to protect local industries. The Philippine government has the exclusive right to define what shall constitute unfair foreign competition or trade practices justifying protection of human or Filipino enterprises. So its strength is that in the 1950s, the Philippines was at the forefront in almost all aspects of development, including agriculture among ASEAN countries. But the weaknesses, there are problems that are essentially domestics. In our country, among the recognized main constraints of our national development and international competitiveness are poor governance, graft and corruption, and lack of national solidarity. So the foreign market functions was to help our country to have strong economic growth from the peso's exchange rate, fund inflows from abroad, example the OFW remittances, export earnings, and direct foreign investments, upbeat stock market, low inflation and interest rates, and reduced budget deficit. So the policies include is that in section 19, this stated that the state shall regulate or prohibit monopolies when the public interest so requires. No combinations and restraints or trade or unfair competition shall be allowed. It is also in the Fair Competition Act of 2004, RA number 10667, July 21, 2015, is designed to promote a more competitive economy by putting an end to cartels, conclusion in unfair and abusive practices in trade, industry, and in all commercial economic activities. So the relevance, the promotion of industrialization and full employment has to do with new laws that vastly improve the climate for business and industry. Example, that lower the cost of doing business to generate jobs needed to make the Filipino enjoy freedom from poverty, foster competition among business from the domestic and foreign, to give consumers a wider selection of better and cheaper goods and services that a fair market brings, and set high priorities for agricultural development to spur the growth of our countryside.